Recently, I watched as a 13-year-old young man was set apart as a deacon's quorum president. Afterwards, the bishop shook his hand and addressed him as president, explaining to the quorum members that he addressed him as president to emphasize the sacredness of his calling. The deacon's quorum president is one of only 4 people in the ward who hold keys of presidency. With those keys, he, with his counselors, will lead the quorum under the inspiration of the Lord. This bishop understood the power of presidencies, led by a president who holds and exercises sacred priesthood keys. Later, I asked this young man if he was ready to preside over this great quorum. His response was, "I'm nervous. I don't know what a deacon's quorum president does. Can you tell me?" I told him he had a wonderful bishopric and advisors who would help him become a successful and powerful priesthood leader. I knew they would respect the sacred keys of presidency he held. I then posed this question: do you suppose the Lord would call you to this important calling without giving you direction? He thought and then responded, "Where do I find it?" After some discussion, he realized that he would find direction from the Scriptures, the words of the living prophets, and answers to prayer. We determined to find a Scripture that would be a starting place for his search to learn the responsibility of his new calling. I invite each deacon, teacher, and priest quorum presidency to regularly counsel, study, and pray to learn what the Lord's will is for your quorum, and then go and do. Use duty to God to help you teach your quorum members their duty. I invite each quorum member to sustain your quorum president and look to him for counsel as you learn and righteously fulfill all of your priesthood duties. And I invite each of us to see these remarkable young men as the Lord sees them, a powerful resource for building and strengthening his kingdom here and now.